Good morning, students. Welcome to maths class. How are you? Are you learning maths? Every day are you attending the maths class? Many of you are not attending the Zoom meeting. You all must attend the Zoom meeting. We are learning about rational numbers. I said, what is rational number? Numbers of the form P by Q said. So what we learned? We learned how we are learning the properties of rational numbers. I said, what are the properties of, we are learning the properties of rational numbers under addition. So next class, after completing the properties of rational numbers under addition, we will be learning the properties of rational numbers subtraction. After that, we will be learning the properties of rational numbers under multiplication. Next, division also. Okay. Now we are learning last class I taught properties of rational numbers under addition. What is that? Closure property, commutative property, associative property. Three properties we have learned. Today we will learn next two properties. So what is closure property? Can you tell me what is closure property? If A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then A by B plus C by D is also a rational number. So we took two examples. We did and we proved rational numbers are closed under addition. Next, what is the commutative property? A by B plus C by D is equal to C by D plus A by B. So we got LHS and RHS same answer. So we said rational numbers are commutative under addition. After that, what we learned? Associative property. For associative property, how many numbers we took? 3. A by B, C by D, E by F. Then A by B plus C by D plus E by F is equal to A by B plus C by D plus E by F. So we proved LHS and RHS. We got both sides same answer. So what we did? We proved rational numbers are commutative, associative under addition. So today we will be learning the next property, additive identity and additive inverse. So what is additive identity of a rational number? 0. Additive identity is 0. So that is A. If you are having a rational number A by B, if you are adding, we will get A by B. If you are adding 0 plus A by B, we will get A by B. So we will say 0 is the additive identity. See, for example, 2 by 3 plus 0 is equal to 2 by 3. 0 plus 2 by 3, 2 by 3. If we are adding 0 with any number, we will get the same number. So if whatever we are adding with 0, we will get the same number. So we will say 0 is the additive identity. Okay, 0. Don't confuse. So multiplicative identity, you will confuse. So keep in mind 0. If we are adding any number to 0, we will get the same number. Likewise, only we are adding rational numbers, but we will get 0. We will get the same number. So we say 0 is the additive identity. What is the additive identity? 0. What is the additive identity? 0. Okay. What is additive identity? 0 is the additive identity. 0 is the additive identity. Next, additive inverse. So what is additive inverse? So if A by B is a rational number, minus A by B is the additive inverse. Okay, the additive inverse of any rational number is, so if A by B is a rational number, the additive inverse is minus A by B. For example, if 2 by 3 is a rational number, additive inverse of 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3. So if minus 5 by 6 is a rational number, then what is the additive inverse? Additive inverse is plus 5 by 6. Okay. So what is the additive inverse? Is the negative value. Okay. So that means if you are adding minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 6, what will you get? Minus 5 plus 5, 0 by 6, which is equal to 0. So the additive additive identity 1, additive inverse is minus the opposite value. If 2 by 3 is a rational number, the additive inverse is minus 2 by 3. Then only we will get 2 by 3 plus minus 2 by 3 is 0. Set. Okay, we will get the answer as 0. If you are adding any number with the number, how will you get 5 plus dash is equal to 0? 5 plus dash is equal to 0 minus 5. Is it? So 2 by 3 plus dash is equal to 0 minus 2 by 3. Is it? So what is the additive inverse? My negative value. So if it is negative value, then it will be the positive. Minus 5 by 6 means plus 5 by 6. For plus 7 by 18 means what is the additive inverse? Minus 7 by. Okay. So we will do some problems. So these are the 5 properties. Today we will complete additive identity. We have few problems. After completing the few problems, we will find out. Okay. So once more, commutative closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive identity, additive inverse, associative property. Many of you are getting confused in addition. Just no problem. You practice again and again. So you have to listen the class, concentrate in the class. Then you have to understand what I am speaking. Then you have to what I taught. You have to practice. Then only you will be able to follow. Okay. So we are going to do some problems. Find the inverse, additive inverse under addition for. Find the inverse under addition for the. That is example 1 in your book. So what is the additive inverse of 1 by 2? What is the additive inverse of 1 by 2? The additive inverse of 1 by 2 is minus 1 by 2. Okay. Then what is the additive inverse of minus 5 by 7? Tell me. The additive inverse of minus 5 by 7 is plus 5 by 7. Okay. Plus 5 by 7. What is the additive inverse of 3 by minus 8? Minus 8. What is 3 by minus 8 means? The additive inverse of 3 by minus 8 is plus 3 by 8. Okay. Plus 3 by 8. Now we have one problem. Fourth problem. Minus 5 by minus 10 by minus 30. Can you tell me what is the additive inverse? Here only you are getting the challenge. What is the additive inverse of minus 10 by minus 30? Denominator and numerator we have same value. Last year I taught positive rational number, negative rational number. Do you remember? So minus 10 by minus 13 is what number? Positive rational number or negative rational number? What is positive rational number? Positive rational number means if both the numerator and denominator has same sign. What is negative rational number? If both the numerator and denominator have different sign. So by using that, bring that in mind. Positive rational number. Positive rational number means at once you will bring now. What is that? Numerator and denominator have same sign. Negative rational number means you bring it from 7th standard. Numerator and denominator different sign. So here numerator and denominator same sign. So what is this rational number? This is a positive rational number, is it? Am I right? So minus 10 by minus 13 is 10 by 13. So what is this? This is positive rational number. So what is the additive inverse? What is the additive inverse of 10 by 13? What is the additive inverse of 10 by 13? Minus 10 by 13. Okay, this type of problems. So if it is 1 by 2, at once you say minus 1 by 2, ma'am, you will shout. If it is minus 5 by 7, what will you say? Plus 5 by 7, ma'am, you will shout. Or if I ask 3 by 8 means, I will say minus 3 by 8 means plus 3 by 8. Here you will get confused. Minus 10 by minus 13. This type of problems everywhere, wherever. There will be a small twist, is it? So, what is that? Minus 10 by minus 13 means it is a positive rational number. So, 10 by minus 10 by minus 13 means 10 by 13. So, additive inverse is minus 10 by 13. Okay? Now, we are going to do one word problem. Okay, by that we will finish. What? Properties of rational numbers under addition. Okay. So, I'll read a question, that is the example to in your book. Okay. A basket contains, in your book, if you have book, you take page number 9. If you don't have a book, no problem, I'll write the question. A basket contains 10 2 by 5 kilogram of apples, 12 3 by 5 kilogram of apples, mangoes, and 10 kilogram of oranges. Okay. So a basket contains apples. Weight of apples is equal to, what are things the basket contains? Apples, mangoes, oranges. Weight of apples, mangoes and oranges. A basket contains salary. A basket contains 10 2/3 kilogram of apples, 12 3/5 kilogram of mangoes and 10 kilogram of oranges. What is the total weight of the fruits in the basket? This you have learnt already. You learned a basket contains apples, mangoes and oranges. This you will be able to understand easily. So a basket is containing some apples, some mangoes, some oranges. So the weight of apples is 10 2/5. 10 2/5. 10 2/5, which is equal to, this is mixed fraction. Is it 10 5s are 50. 50 plus 2, 52/5 kilograms. So what is the weight of apple? 52/5 kilogram. So mangoes, what is the weight of how many mangoes? 12 3/5. Weight of mangoes is 12 3/5. So 12 5 12s are 60. 60 plus 3, 63/5 kilogram. Weight of mangoes is 12 3/5. That is 63/5 kilogram of mangoes. Weight of oranges is 10 kilograms. This is a natural number. Okay. So what is the total weight of the fruits present in the basket? What you know, you all know, you are very familiar with this type of problems. So what is the total weight? Total weight of fruits. What are the fruits? Apples, mangoes, oranges. 52/5 plus 63/5 plus 10/1. 10 kilogram. So 10 kilogram is 10/1. We can write 10 kilogram is 10/1. Okay. Now we are going to add 52/5 plus 63/5 plus 10/1. So again, if you want to add means we have to find out that whether the denominator is same. So here 5, here 5, no problem. Here already we have 1. So again we have to go for LCM. So what is the LCM? 5 5 5 is, what is the LCM? 5 5. What is the LCM is? 5. So we want to, here 5. So we don't want to worry about this number. Here 5. Don't want to worry about this number. Here we have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. If you see, into 5. Okay, now did you get? 52/5 plus 63/5 plus 10 5s are 50/5. So whether the denominator is common? Yes, the denominator is common. So 5. What does that mean? 52 plus 63 plus 50. Okay. So 52/3 plus 60/3 plus 52, 63. So add 52, 63, 50. Yes, correct? Are you following? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 6, 11 plus 5, 16 is it? 165/5. So 165/5, how will you divide? 5 3s are 15. Sorry, 5 3s are 15. Again 15. 2 plus 3, is it correct? 52, 63, 50. Set 33 kilograms. Good. It is equal to 33. So what is the answer? Answer, total weight of fruits is equal to 33 kilograms. Total weights of fruit is 33 kilogram. Okay. So here what is there? Here nothing. just if you have addition of rational numbers, then it will be very very easy for you. Okay. Associative property, the closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive. What is additive identity? 0. What is additive inverse? Negative. So if it is positive, negative number. Okay, if it is negative number, additive inverse is positive number. Next, today we will stop. Next class I will teach what are the properties of subtraction. For properties of subtraction we don't have. Today I'll give some introduction. So we don't have any subtractive identity or subtractive inverse. Only we have 3 properties: closure property, commutative property, associative property. For subtraction we will have only 3 properties. Okay, so for subtraction we will have how many properties? 3 properties. So if saying what we did for addition, so here for closure property what we did, a by b plus c by d is a rational number. Then if we add a by b plus c by d, we will get a rational number set. So here for subtraction also, if we are adding to subtracting, here we are subtracting, we won't add, we will subtract. If you are subtracting 2 rational numbers, we will get a rational number. So we will say subtraction is closed. Okay, rational numbers are closed under subtraction. For subtraction, rational numbers are closed under subtraction. Okay, then commutative property we won't get, it won't be equal. For addition we got a by b plus c by d is equal, set. But here properties of rational numbers, under subtraction, properties of rational numbers under subtraction we have only 3. Don't confuse, we have only 3. Closure property, commutative property, associative property. For keep in mind, for subtraction we have only 3 properties. Okay, all elaborately we will see in the next class. Just today I have given only the introduction. So closure property for subtraction, closure property, commutative, associative, same as, but one here closure property only will be true. Okay, remaining other properties it won't be commutative and subtraction. But for addition both sides are equal. Now here subtraction it won't be equal. That we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you students.